Hey, welcome back, America, to your Caribou Data Science channel. Today is, it's just Thursday, September the 16th, 2021, and it's time for your daily COVID-19 analysis. Before we get started, a big shout out to the 20 people who watched this video yesterday. That was 8 younger folks and 12 folks, older folks like myself. Thanks so much for that views. But here's the thing. Well, I give thanks for the 20, but it's still a little embarrassing when a country the size of Israel has 60 views in one day and the U.S., the size of Israel, and the country the size of U.S. only has 20 views per day. You know, you know, we should be getting hundreds of views on these things every day. Okay, but nonetheless, still thanks to the 20 folks who did like. Of course, the other thing is 20 likes, 20 views should equal 20 likes. So we need to step up to the plate. Uh, Click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, click on that share button, share the video on Facebook and Twitter, and also share it with your friends and family in emails and text messages. Okay? So let's just get this show on the road here for America now. One of the interesting things about COVID-19 is how it's being tracked. Okay, diseases like heart disease and cancer are tracked 1 year at a time. So every January 1st, heart disease and cancer is reset to zero. But yet, for some reason, with COVID-19, we count it from the very first case and the very first death onward. Okay, which is kind of curious. A quick note about the COVID-19 vaccine. Should you get vaccinated? Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if the alternative to minor side effects is death, I think I'll take the side effects. Of course, I'm over 65, and the older you are, remember the single biggest determining factor is probably still age. Okay, and my age is over 65. All right. So also, but make sure you get that vaccine. Okay. But the thing about the vaccine is this: two things to keep. All that being said, two things need to keep in mind: the vaccine will not keep us from getting COVID-19. What it will do, it will reduce the severity of disease and it'll reduce the chances that you'll die, particularly if like be over age 65. Okay, so you see these first numbers. This is since January 2020, we've had 41.6 million cases, and since let's say in the end of February 2020, we've had 666,000 deaths. Okay, but here you can see the numbers for the current year, January to July. And you can see this huge increase here in cases. It's actually almost come very close to reaching this peak back over here, okay? So the question is this: how many of these people were vaccinated? Okay? What about deaths? How many, you see an increase in deaths in July. What's interesting is Israel and Sweden also have seen an increase in cases and deaths. Not cases, Sweden, not so much deaths, but Israel and Spain seeing increases in deaths and cases. How many of these people were vaccinated? And we can only hope that the vaccine reduced total number of deaths here. Okay, that's the best we can hope for at this point, and we'll probably never know, of course. Now, here's a very sobering fact. Okay, this is total cases by year. Okay, so in 9 months, 9.5 months, cases in 2021 passed the number of cases in 2020. Now this is about 11 months here. Okay, no, this is about 12 months because the first case was yeah. So in 9 months, the number of cases in the U.S. have passed the number of cases for the 12 months of 2020. Now here's where I'm holding out a glimmer of hope. These are total deaths by year. This is September. This was the number for 2020 at about what 400,000 maybe. Okay, I'm still holding out hope that the vaccine will reduce the deaths enough so 2020 deaths will be less than 20. So the 2021 deaths will be less than 20. That's my hope and my prayer. Okay. Now let's compare the numbers for 2020 and 2021. If you look from the period from July to July, they're almost a mirror image. okay, for cases. And from July to July, it's almost the same thing with deaths. Okay, it's a mirror image. Now what we see here is, again, why do we have these big spikes here? Are U.S. cases being reported? I almost hate to look at this. I almost hate to look at this. No, for whatever reason, we just see a big dip. Okay, good. I was afraid they may have been playing some money, playing some games with the numbers again. Okay, but anyway, so here you can see the numbers. You can see on September the 15th, we had 166,284 cases. Let's zoom in here a little more. You can see for the 7-day period ending September the 9th or the 8th, we were averaging 15,159 cases per day on average. What about deaths? We can see on September the 15th, we had 2,678 deaths reported. But for the 7-day period ending September the 7th, we were averaging 1,624 deaths per day. Now, again, you can see these numbers here. And the question is, how many of these people were vaccinated? Okay? And how many of these people were vaccinated? But again, let's be optimistic and think that the reason that the COVID-19 vaccine is holding these numbers down somewhat. Okay? Let's be optimistic and say the COVID-19 vaccine is holding down the deaths somewhat. Okay? Monthly cases? Well, September's already halfway up August. It's past these five numbers here, maybe even past the sixth one there. Okay, for cases. Deaths, deaths to 25,000 last month, 20 so far, 25 so far for this month. That's still a lot better than this here, but it is above these four numbers right there. Okay. What this is now take this with a grain of salt. It's a very rough estimation. So let's say what this means for every 100,000 person. Let's say we have somewhere between 30 and 50 people as affected with COVID-19 for every 100,000 people in the U.S. What about deaths? Well, you can look here. Deaths is above. So right now, let's just say it's well, this is probably 175. So let's just say right now, for every 100,000 people in the U.S., one half person's dying from COVID-19. These are the cumulative total numbers to date. What we're looking for here, and we're not seeing, is a flattening of the curve. Okay, a little bit of flattening, but you can see that the deaths are continuing to turn up. So what's the overall picture for America today, folks? Boy, it's well, there should be no surprise. There should be no surprise that COVID-19 cases are going up. Uh, we can look at the increase in the deaths, and we can hope and pray. When I say pray, I'm being very sincere about that the COVID-19 vaccine is holding down the number of deaths. That fewer people in the U.S. are dying of COVID-19 because of the vaccine program, particularly with the senior citizens over the age of 70 or even 65. Okay, because those are the groups. The people still at the highest risk of dying are still 65 and older. Okay. Anyway, again, thanks so much for stopping by, America. Hey, don't forget to click that share button. Share this video on Facebook and Twitter today. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow with an updated report.